some of my best times in life was getting fucked up.
Look at you.
Hello,
you got the
hello.
landscapers.
Yeah, man. This is the case.
Are you my dad edging the lawn right now?
Oh, I'm edging.
Oh yeah, I'll fucking edge.
Nah, we're here with a fellow paisan. Something could fly across the table. Hey,
Very
eye
excited
protection.
for today. We didn't think we could get him, and then
he made it.
I know.
We
We didn't know he was interested.
Of course. I'm a big fan. I watch them all the time. Even though sometimes when I throw porn on, I put them in the middle of just to slow me down. But not bad.
We're not as fast paced as your porn.
No, not as fast.
No.
Not as fast.
Very quick. You're right.
We can get rid of this.
Oh, is that the? Who is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say what
Is that the picture of Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, you know.
He's an American hero.
Guys, we're here. Caffeine Overdose number 47.
Yes.
Comedian Bobby Bullaro.
How you doing?
Yes.
And also joining us today,
Nice to be here.
two Latin American producers.
We got
you
two
believe-
in the building today.
We got Kevin Donnelly, host of Lowbrow High Life Comedy, and Tanye Tears,
yes.
the head queen, the bottom Latina.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All right, man. Let's get into it.
The
Let's get into it.
HLIC. The
Bobby,
head
how-
Latina in charge.
Yeah. That's something we do around here is we try to employ as many Latin Americans as possible.
Okay.
We're doing our part for the people.
Okay.
That's how we give back to the community.
Okay. Well, my wife is half Ecuadorian and half Guatemalan, so
No way.
yeah.
See, you would strike me as the guy that's like, don't break the bloodline.
No.
Like this.
We broke the bloodline the first time, and it lasted like 34 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that was it. And so no, it's much better. My wife, you swear she's Italian. Well,
Yeah?
you've seen her, right?
I would. Yeah.
You've seen her.
I did meet her,
knows,
you're right.
Yeah, I met his wife. She's very nice.
She's very nice, and she's 24 years with me.
Oh, fuck.
She's got to be good.
24 years.
24 years.
Okay, so what's a tip for these young guys that are like, do I get married or I just got married? How do I make it better?
Well, what you should do is, first of all, know the girl really well. Know the girl, and even more so, know the family. You gotta meet the family because you gotta know if they hate you or like you. I said, I'll tell you a story about me when I went out with a Jewish girl for 5 years, and I'll never forget this. The mother and father were strictly against being Italian, and I used to have the crosses on, and I have tattoos. So that's 3 X's in the Jewish religion. They can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery if you
They're
have
big
any,
on that.
if you have any of these things. So I actually, and this is no joke, her mother was dying of cancer, and she was too weak to get on a plane and fly to Houston and get medicine. And I actually did this, got on a plane with her, and put it in my bag on the plane. It was like smuggling drugs.
Oh, yeah?
And I did that for her. As much as she didn't like me, and the father kind of liked me because he thought I was funny. And and so what happened was we were getting ready to break up, and she invited me over for Passover, and that's the first time I ever went over a house with her entire family. So there's about 20 Jewish people at this table and 1 Italian, right? So, like I said, I think it was Passover because next to me there was a plate and there was a chair, and they have the door open, and I had no idea what this was.
Like the front door?
The front door was open.
Okay.
The whole time we were eating.
Yeah.
So I honestly turned around. Her name was Vicky, and I said, "Vicky, can I ask you a question?" I says, "Did somebody not come here?" I says, "Because there's a plate over here, and there's food in it and everything, and nobody came in, and why is the door open?" So she goes like this. She says, "Robert wants to know why there's a plate here and the door's open." So the mother goes like this. She goes, "You don't know why?" And I went, "No, I don't." Like, just like that. She goes, "Well, that's for the Messiah. We're waiting for him to come." So I paused, And I looked at my watch and I went, well, if he ain't here in 10 minutes, can I have his dessert? And I knew that was my last time there. So that's why I figured I got to go out on a bang.
Yeah, get one in.
And so I kindly just excused myself from the table. And too bad I didn't have a fart, but I didn't. You know, when you need them, they're not around.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the idea is they keep the door open because the Messiah doesn't want to
Yeah,
like
he
knock.
don't have the keys to get in
He don't have
either
the
or
keys.
anything like that. So you know he doesn't come through the chimney, and so So that was that's what I learned about them. My first wife, like I says, I was young at the time, and she was pregnant, and and I do have a son who's like 38 now and married, but the last time I seen him, he was 3, and that was because of her and stuff like that.
always happens.
But we're not going to waste time talking about her because honestly, I believe in karma, and I know she'll get what's due to her and everything. But
It comes back.
Maybe she
comes
already
back.
did.
yeah.
She's like limping around. Bobby, I swear.
I've done dirt. It comes back.
Well,
I'm limping in a boot.
I think a year
I'm
ago
in
or 2
trouble.
years ago, my wife goes like this to me. She goes, "Guess who died?" And I go, "Who?" She goes, "Your ex-wife's sister." And they're twins. They were twins. I says, "You serious? This was on Thanksgiving." So she goes, "Yeah." She goes, and I go, "What?" She goes, "Too bad it wasn't her."
Yeah, just missed him.
I said, "Oh yeah." So there's no love there.
That's close.
But that's what I said.
That's what you- close
but
enough,
no
right?
cigar. But yeah. So that's it for that. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
you got to just know. You got to know who you're dealing with, and yeah.
People need to also, if you're inviting me to your family or your weird religious ceremony or your weird event, can you warn me? Or can you break me in? Go, okay, this is going to be what's going on. We're going to be doing this. This is going to be coming on. Don't be alarmed by the weird front door being open and the empty
Exactly.
chair.
Yes.
Or like, listen, my uncle, like, if your uncle has a disability, tell me that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make me sit there staring at him trying to figure out what it is.
I agree.
Break it. You know, do I have to ask? Excuse me, sir. What's wrong with you? Why can't? No. Can we just break me in? I go. Listen, my uncle's weirdo. He stutters. But I'd give you the tool. Be like, this guy's a lunatic. This one does this. We're gonna do this. Everybody claps. Okay. In my family, we go to every year around Christmas time. We put grave blankets on all the graves in the family. We go, it's like a whole thing. It's like a whole day. We go into New York. We do those graves. We do everything. We do
You put a blanket over the
the grave
tombstone.
blankets. You like that for the holidays. You ever seen that? Not an actual blanket.
Oh, okay.
It's like flowers. They're called grave blankets.
Okay. I've never heard of it.
You've never been to a cemetery during
I've
the
seen
holidays.
it. I've
You've
never
seen
done
the
it
stuff
myself. I'm like, yes.
where they've got like the giant reefs and all the stuff over the grave.
I've seen like reefs. Maybe it's the word blanket. I'm
Flowers
thinking about a
and
comforter
stuff.
over a
Yeah.
here
It's like
lies.
a blanket of flowers. I
If
guess.
the guy was an alcoholic, they leave like a pint or something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
They
Ray's
do.
family, they just set the bodies on fire. You died, they set you on fire. And that's
it.
it.
You're in
all.
a box by the
They
man.
bury his makeup, but it's war paint. So whatever. So like I'll break in on the whatever weird tradition. I actually tricked my cousin who came with us once. I told him we go to the tree and then we drive down to 9/11 and we do the Pledge of Allegiance. And so now we get back into the car, and so he's like, oh, and then he goes to my dad. He's like, so now we go to Ground Zero. And now he's visiting from Alaska. So my dad goes, well, if you want to see Ground Zero, I guess we could go now. He's like, if you want to see it. And he's like, yeah, well, I thought we were going to go do the Pledge of Allegiance. And my dad's like, I mean, yeah, Dennis. I mean, I didn't really schedule. I mean, he's like, yeah, I mean, if you really want to go down to Ground Zero and do the Pledge of Allegiance, we could do that. Mm-hmm. And he goes, Dennis goes, don't you guys do that every year? And then my dad immediately turns back. He goes, what did you do? And I'm like, what are you going to do? It's good, clean fun.
My favorite was that he told him, was like, we could drive over to 9/11. Like, you can GPS it.
Just drive over to 9/11. We drive over to
9/11's
9/11.
only 40 minutes
do the
away.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Man,
I don't think I've done the Pledge of Allegiance in like 20 years.
I don't think I
while.
could recite it if asked.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
All right, you guys
and
are
to the
flexing on
republic
me
for
right
which it
now.
stands, one
Okay.
nation under God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Come on, give it up for
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby,
True
the
American
Pledge of
hero.
Allegiance.
But like we said, warn me about your weird traditions
Yeah,
or whatever
that's for
weird
sure.
smell I might smell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or like I had a girlfriend. Her mother was allergic to scents. So you couldn't wear cologne or anything like that. But at least she told you ahead of time and you knew. Nightmare having to poop at that house because there's no sprays or anything. It's like a nightmare. You're like, and it's one of those things where you're there all day and all night. And I'm like, I can't hold this anymore. And then there's like nothing to spray. It's
fill him in. Did they make you at the Jewish dinner? Did they pass around the hand bread and you had to pull the bread with your hands?
No, but what they had stuff that was disgusting. Like it was like gefilte. What the fuck is gefilte? Can we curse?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
What the fuck is gefilte fish? I'm like, and it looks like
It's terrible.
it looks like a honeycomb or something like that, and it stinks. And I think that's why Jewish people have bad breath because of all the food they eat. I mean, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a lot of. I got in trouble once for doing a show. You all heard that, right? That the Jewish comic left.
Oh, wow.
Jay something.
Oh, he dresses up like an
What's the
interesting
J stand
outfit.
for?
He looks,
Yeah,
like, he looks like a pilgrim, right?
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. This guy. My very first show.
wow.
My very first show was
You
at
don't
Tommy's,
say.
and he went. I never met. I didn't know any of the comics. I was new. That was my first show. Chip made me do. So he went on right before me. So as he's coming off, I fist pumped him. I went, good set. And when I got up there, I started doing Chinese, Italian, Jewish.
Touching all the bases.
But everybody gets a shot. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just, you know what I mean? Like you're just speaking like
You
a
can't
real
say I'm
man.
racist because I get everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's true. I just, but then after what happened was he got offended, left. Because I sat down, I asked my wife, just take a look at the crowd, see what they think of. And she says, well, everybody was laughing, but somebody got up and left. I says, who? She goes, the comic. I said, what comic? That guy that was sitting there. I says, really? So then Chip come over to me. He goes, what happened? I says, I don't know. I says, am I that good? I says, the guy is, first of all, he's an attorney. Second of all, he's been doing comedy for over 20-something years. And for a guy who just got on 8 minutes, for him to get up and leave, I said, now I got a future here. Yeah. I know it. I know it. If I can make a Jew get up and walk out, and it was a free show for him too. And,
Free show.
Yeah.
And he left too.
He left, but then he called Chip, and no kidding around. He said, if that guy, meaning me, goes on again because I was a threat to society, I'm going to have somebody pull Tommy's liquor license because of me.
Wow.
Because
That's
of
a
me.
psychotic
That is
response as a
psycho. That
comedian.
is
Yeah,
very.
because of me.
Any comedian, you shouldn't be allowed to be offended
Yeah, you
by
should not be
anybody
in your
else's
feelings.
material.
and
Even
be
if you
doing
are,
comedy.
keep it to yourself.
Yep.
No.
Unless you're Asian and a woman.
Well,
Then you yell and throw a pizza.
that
Yes.
night, and it was
yeah,
funny
yeah.
she said that because there was two girls sitting right in the front row, both Chinese, and
Put something through it.
I did like about 10 minutes on Chinese people, really bad.
Yeah.
And at the end, as I'm leaving, she called me. She goes, excuse me. And I go, what? And I said, here we go again. I says, now I had another unsatisfied customer. And she's like, no. It's my birthday today. I thought that was funny. I said, you thought that was funny? I says, well, you got to come to more of my shows then. I says, because you'll think it's hilarious, the last one. And I turned to my wife. I said, the Jewish guy left, an adult, and a girl it's her birthday stood and thanked me for that. Something's up.
I've
I don't
seen
know.
a lot in like the comedy scene. It's usually Jewish dudes do get offended. I've seen Jewish comics get offended, people in the crowd get offended, and they'll like leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
That was the first time I saw you at Pizza Town. I didn't go up. I was just checking it out, surveying, right? And I saw you go up.
That. You were like lurking, like in the
Lurking
corner.
mad hard, yeah. I thought I was your hormone monster. I was just chilling in the corner. And you went up and you were doing a colorful Asian bit. And I was like, this guy is funny. And Jonathan kept saying, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Yeah.
So it was a really good a window into who you were and who Jonathan was. It's like, keep it clean. And, you're like, chunk this. Why can't you say I'm saying chunk instead of the other
Yeah.
word. But he's
That's
like,
a fat
what,
Asian.
you can't say chunk
love that. Don't
at the mic? I was like, this is awesome. It's like,
I start off with the word Asian, and I try to be nice, but they just piss me off and everything. So then I go into chinks and nips and gooks, and I go into all the New York State. It's true. It's true. It's like I said, where I lived in the Village in New York.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
grew up. Chinatown wasn't that far away. Now, if you want to fuck with the chinks, honestly, you got to go there on a Saturday. They're all over. They're on both sidewalks in the middle of the street. Now, when I walked in the middle of the street, I looked like Godzilla compared to them. And they just start running. They're like, oh, no, 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 no. And they start running and everything. Because the biggest one is like up to my kneecap. That's as tall as they get. That's as tall as they get. I'm hungry for Chinese food now.
Yeah, I can go for some.
You'll be hungry again in an hour.
food ate the people.
You'll be hungry again in an hour.
Was Chinatown as big and flourishing as it is now?
It's taking over.
It's they
Because when I get off the subway, I'm like, what country am I in?
Yeah, the Lower East Side is crazy.
honestly, well, Little Italy is not Little Italy anymore.
No, it's like a street.
It's
Except San Gennaro. They give some of it back during San Gennaro.
They
Yeah.
lease
Yeah.
it to them.
Yeah, they allow the Italians to have some of the street back during the San Gennaro feast.
Yeah, the
They
Lower
actually-
East Side is just purely
it
like,
changed and everything. But the funny thing is, like when you go into a pizzeria, there's a chink making the pie. There's Chinese people making pizza, and I'm not kidding you. And sometimes there's Mexicans too, and you're like, this is too much.
Well,
now.
Mexicans can cook anything.
This is too
dude.
well. It's true too.
They could probably
They're-
cook meth if you
It's
ask.
true.
They cook.
They cook good meth, dude. Really good.
They got the whole super labs down there in
So,
Sinaloa.
Growing up in the Village, right? Mm-hmm. The Village is one way now. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Yep.
What was it like growing up?
You knew everybody.
You knew all the drag queens.
You
and-
knew.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You blew,
This is
you
the
blew
80s.
everybody.
That
You
is-
blew everybody.
Well,
you
That's
blew.
what I'm up to.
Speaking of drag queens and Christopher Street, which is the gayest street there's even a street called Gay Street. No kidding
Yeah?
around. Yes, there is. And
Where might that be?
this was a long time ago. A long time ago, I was in my 20s, and I met this girl, and we went out for a date. And that day, for some reason, I decided to wear sweatpants.
Oh.
And it was in the summer, and we're walking down Christopher
swinging
Street,
around.
and all of a sudden you start hearing. Now she's never been to New York before. It's the first time. So you start hearing catcalls like, "Whoa, oh man," and she turns around. She goes, "That's so disrespectful." I says, "Why?" She goes, "They do that to me in front of you." I said, "Honey, they weren't doing it to you. They were doing that to me." I said, "Do you know where you are?" And she goes, "No." I said, "You're in the gayest part of the world right now." I said, "You ever see the Halloween?
Oh, yeah, the
parties?
Halloween parade, yes.
parades." And yeah,
The Halloween parade is legendary.
Yeah.
Down in the Village.
yeah, it's like they dress up like sushi, and the costumes are unbelievable.
You wouldn't believe what Ray
Very
wore
colorful.
last
Dressed
year.
up like sushi.
You wouldn't believe what Ray was dressed up as this year on
Very
that float.
colorful.
Ray was YMCAing all the way
I
through
couldn't
the
tell if this was
Halloween
still the
parade.
Chinatown Halloween party. Everybody's dressing up like sushi. So it was a little more real New York vibe.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
Village
all like
when you
in
were
my
a kid.
building
and-
where I grew up. I
Yeah.
knew somebody on every floor. I had my aunts, uncles like on every floor and stuff like that. So as they started dying and getting old, people started moving in and this and that, and like it comes to a point where I don't know anybody now. When I go back to the Village, like the storefronts, they change overnight.
You don't recognize anything from last year. Never mind any.
no.
There's like nothing left.
Nope, there's
Now,
none.
back then, did you go to the other boroughs, or did everyone just kind of stay? You hung out. You didn't go to Brooklyn. You didn't go to Queens.
Oh,
you
no,
stayed in, or did you go all over?
When we were young, we used to go to Brooklyn, which was a big mistake because we got into one of our best fights in this one club. I think it was called La Volcanique or something like that. And what happened was I had got my nose broken 3 times. And this was the first time in a club, and I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. It was some guy with a girl, and somebody was pushed into me. I pushed into him, and I turned around and bang, and my nose just opened up. And that was like one time there. And we go to a lot of places in Brooklyn and everything. See, the good thing about New York back then, everything closed at 4. So Jersey, I think, if I'm mistaken, 1:30, 2? 2 o'clock
like
the
that.
latest.
3
Yeah.
is pushing it.
So so we used to go to a place, and this is very coincidental that I live in Lodi now. There used to be a place called Butterfields. I don't know if you remember it, or it was in a strip mall where you go downstairs and everything. So what we used to do, we used to go there and stay there till 1:30, go right back to the city, and go out till like 4 or 5 in the morning. And that's what we used to do. But we used to not just only stay in the city. We used to go all over. Queens, we went to a couple of places. I don't think the Bronx. And honestly, I don't even know how to spell Yonkers, but I've never been to Yonkers. And
I've never been to Yonkers either. It's one of those
Me
places-
neither.
I don't even. I couldn't even process in my mind where Yonkers is. I just know it's in New York somewhere. I've never been to it. I've never had to go into anything in it.
That's by Queens, right?
They got like
thing.
I think it's like above the Bronx. They got a casino. I went there on last New Year's, and it's all digital and it's all fucked up. I lost, like, I played like a hand of blackjack, and I was supposed to lose, and it cashed me out like $200.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I'll take it. My brother was pissed. He's like, the fuck? No, I'm going to get somebody to fix this. I'm like, no.
No, we didn't know.
Because he was mad. He lost all his money. So.
Yeah.
You were one of the few people to benefit from a casino mistake.
Yeah, dude.
You see that lady who won the thing, and they're like, "No, there was an error. We're not paying you the $1 million that you won in the slot."
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's like, yeah. So if I was supposed to win, you're gonna give me the money? Come on. The mistake is the mistake. It's the result.
Yeah.
Tough shit. You should have had the machine off and serviced it right. That's your fault. Somebody there should lose their job. The floor manager loses his job. Congratulations. That lady should get her money. She didn't, by the way.
At least half, something.
By the way, they offered her a $100 dinner coupon.
I was going to say, comp
It
room
was
or
like a
something.
ridiculously terrible counter offer.
Yeah.
It's like the $1 million I'm entitled to.
Or we'll pay for the dinner you were already going to
$100
get.
for, yeah, not even we'll just pay for your dinner. $100 voucher.
Yeah.
Like not 2 steaks and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
They should have comped her for a week,
Right?
at least, and shows, and food, and
Yeah.
drink.
Shame on the court who sided with the casino too.
Those
by the
people
way.
are all in cahoots.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Come on now. You a casino guy?
No,
No.
never. I don't. Honestly, I know how to play blackjack, and what's 7 of a kind, 3 of a kind? What's that again?
Poker?
Texas Hold'em?
something like that.
No. I forgot what it was called. Anyway,
Go fish.
no, something.
Oh, not
Baccarat.
Baccarat. No, is it?
No, wait. You get 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. Gin rummy.
okay.
Gin rummy.
I don't.
No, see,
do
I'm an
any-
addict. I don't drink, so I can't say gin. But anyway, I'm only kidding.
As an addict, I'm like, I would not like to gamble. It's like such a waste of money. I'm like, no, that's money you could get like drugs and have
Scratch
fun.
offs, that's all I
Guarantee, like you know what I mean? It's like you guarantee with the drugs, so you're gonna have a good time every time with that. There's no risk.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
You always win.
You've had success on scratch offs?
I won $1,000 one time,
Okay.
but I only got 5.
Why is
And I'll
that?
tell you why. Because if you win more than 500, you
gotta
have
go
like
to the
it
boss.
depends what state. If you're in Jersey, you got to go to Trenton and cash it in. If you're in New York, you got to go to Albany. So by the time you do all this and they take the taxes out and the tolls and the gas, so you're only going to get like $650. So what they do is you give them the card, they give you the 500 cash. Be glad you got that. I started out with like nothing. And they, like my father used to say, God rest in peace, half a loaf is better than no loaf. So
Bingo.
that's what I did. And my wife yelled at me about that. She's like, they robbed you. They robbed you. I said, they didn't rob me. I said, I don't want to go. I think it was in Trenton. I said, I don't want to go to Trenton. Fuck that.
Nobody
I
does.
said, forget. I want the money right up there. So I told the lady, I said, listen, it was in a quick check. If I find out that you pocketed that extra $5, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back with friends. Can't tell you who they were, but
Never that.
Nobody moves.
Nobody gets.
Nobody gets
I know
hurt.
everybody in the place. Listen to me. You take the fucking plate.
Kevito
All I
gave
gotta
me
do is make one
gave me
call.
some scratch offs for my birthday.
Oh yeah,
Did.
dude.
He
got
gave a
it.
nice.
Yeah, and I did win.
He's a
Yeah.
good man.
Good
How
man
much you
over
win, if you don't mind?
there. Maybe it might have been 80.
Nice.
Not bad,
That's
right?
a good little score.
That's pretty.
And
good.
it felt better knowing he won. I was like, all right, that was a good birthday
That's
gift.
good. That's a good. Your first time?
No, I usually get them for my birthday. I never buy them on my
No,
own.
they're really good.
The few times I bought them on my own, it's always a loser.
I won poker. It's called poker, and it's $10 a card and everything. And first of all, when you scratch them off, you scratch off the dealer first. If you see like royal flush, just throw the card out because there's no way you're gonna beat that or anything like 3 of a kind, 2 of a kind, this and that and everything. So I had like a system. I used to scratch off my hand first, not the prize. And then little by little, once I see my hand, I was scratching off one at a time, the dealer,
Yeah.
to see what he had. And you know how many times I went like this with the fucking card? And I'm like, son of a bitch. But the one time, I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. I hit 7 times. That was $1,000.
Damn.
And the guy, the dealer, only, and I wanted to keep that card and frame it because the dealer only had 2 of a kind. Fuck him, I said. You know what? Fuck that motherfucker.
No, I'm glad
Yeah.
somebody's winning these
I
things.
never every time people give them to me, I never win, so I never buy them because I never. One time it's such a moron move. I was low. I had like no money left. I was broke, and I was like, I think I bought like 2 scratch offs. I'm like, I'm like, I have the worst luck out of anybody. I don't know why I thought I was gonna Hail Mary $2 scratch offs into like dinner for the week.
Yeah.
And I just wasting my money. I scratched nothing. It was like,
Dude, I remember when I was like 18, me and my friends saw an episode of Robin Big, and they just went into a deli and bought an entire roll of scratch offs, and we're like, we got to do that. And we did that, and we lost all our fucking money.
yeah, it doesn't. You're not
So
guaranteed because
stupid.
in your mind you're like, I'm guaranteed to come up over this. There's actually a thing before you buy a scratch off. If
could
you
see,
should
yeah.
look it up online, you can see what prizes are left. Even waste your time even buying it, but
Yeah,
that seems
sure.
like way too much work.
That's true.
You want to jump into a game?
Would love it.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do this.
Asking me, but I said it anyway.
No, you're involved. You can't cheat or Brett will he'll body slam you through this table.
Okay.
Listen, he's a trained professional here. We got a,
We got a boxer.
Yes.
We got a boxer.
I
in
might
the
be in
room.
trouble here. Now,
Okay,
right?
so what we're going to do is we're going to ask you a series of questions, and you just need to answer them as fast and as honest as
Okay.
possible. That's all you got to
Okay.
do. And these questions are coming to you from our one of our lovely Latin American correspondents, Tanye.
Okay.
Everybody's getting to work around here. I love it. Okay,
put him to work is what we say.
it's what we say.
That's
Get
what
to
we
work,
say.
Latins. Okay.
Si, senor, si, senor, si, senor.
Okay, Bobby B.
Trabajador,
Sausage Link or Sneaky Link?
Sausage link.
Shanks or Skanks?
Shanks.
Koala or Kabbalah?
I go with a koala. They're cute.
Yeah, they ain't bad.
They have chlamydia though.
That's all right.
So does Madonna,
I'm
and
not
she
gonna
does
bang
Kabbalah.
it.
Yeah.
Scratchy, forget it.
Same thing with Madonna and Kabbalah. You can also get chlamydia.
I've been scratched by the best, honey. Believe me, they're really nice. They wear those long nails. They all look like Freddy Krueger.
Okay, Frank's Red Hot or Frank Sinatra?
Frank's red hot.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck Frank Sinatra. He's dead. I don't care.
I'm still eating this.
I'm doing
He
it
is
my
dead,
way.
yeah, no,
I'm
you're
doing
right.
it my
I'm doing
way,
it
and I'm
my
having
way.
Frank, and I'm having. I love Frank's on everything. Eggs, everything.
Yeah.
Frank's is
everything.
good
Good.
stuff.
Frank's is the best. Honestly.
Put that shit on everything, man.
Right.
Okay, alto or soprano?
Soprano.
Yeah. Stunad or Stugats?
Stugats.
Yeah, like the boat. Fanook or Moulignan?
I mean, if this is there's no black people here, right?
No.
Okay.
Not
Spooks.
that I know of.
Spooks. There you go. So there you go.
Oh, lovely.
She likes
Lovely.
that one.
Our Latin American correspondent
spooks.
Yeah.
is on the floor right now.
What do you call it? Wait, spooks, chimneys,
Chimneys.
ham bones. I mean, we had so many growing up and everything. But anyway, go ahead.
Different time. Fun time.
Your Jewish girlfriend's family would call them Schwarzes.
Yeah.
Hottie or Gotti?
Hottie.
Hottie. Okay. Olive Garden or olive oil?
Olive oil.
Yeah, you wouldn't go to the Olive Garden. Never.
I had a steak at the Olive Garden once in Virginia,
That's the worst.
which is the craziest sentence I've ever said.
I know.
Wow.
Is I had a steak at the Olive Garden
In Virginia.
My brother.
Wow.
I'll tell you just quickly. My brother played competitive soccer for like the state of New Jersey team. So I got stuck and my family didn't trust me to be home alone while I was in high school. So I used to have to go to these tournaments. So they would have these dinners and I was always angry. So to piss everybody off, I would always order the most expensive thing on the menu out of spite when we'd go out to dinner. And at the at Olive Garden, there is a T-bone steak on the menu and I ordered that. In Virginia.
In Virginia.
In Virginia.
A lot of Italians in Virginia. Mm-hmm. Okay, a couple more. Game show or drag show?
Game show.
Game show. Okay. The Price is Right, Bobby.
There you go. Da-da-da-da. Well, what's his name? What's his name? Sandler, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He produces The Price is Right. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, he does.
Because he punched Bob Barker on Happy
No, he
Gilmore?
was very good friends with Bob Barker when he was
Okay.
alive. And then what happened was they made a deal or something like that. And this is true. I read about this and everything. And if you look at the end of every Price is Right, it says executive producer. It says Adam Sandler.
Man, this guy's on everything. Great. Transmission or transition?
Honestly, fucking transmission. Remember my car? Do you remember what happened? I had to split. It blew this summer. 6,400 out of my pocket for transmission. Then the guy,
As
6,400.
somebody who also just put a new transmission in their car, I can confirm it's ridiculous.
okay. And then the guy, you know what he tells me at the end as I'm paying him? I don't know if you want to hear this or not, but you need 4 tires on it. And that's when I took 4 tires and cracked them with them. I says, I think you need 4 tires too. But anyway, there was another 500. So, like I said, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys both got trannies, man.
Oh, yeah.
You guys blew trannies this summer.
I
Good for
sure
you
did.
guys. It
And my
cost you a
car
lot of
only
money.
had
That was just my
80,000
trip to
miles
Vegas.
on
Where's
it.
your car parked? Christopher Street?
Yeah,
All right. Okay. We're having fun.
Or like
Okay.
nibbling on Christopher Street.
Okay, and one of my favorites to end it off, ChatGPT or LGBT?
What is that? I have no idea.
That's amazing. Which one? The chat or the other thing?
Yeah.
Chat, meaning
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
It's like AI. You like ask it.
AI software.
Yeah.
Oh, see me, I am ignorant to all this stuff.
Okay.
I don't like. My daughter bought me an iPhone. I hate it because I have no idea what to do with it. And she said, "You put yourself on." I sent somebody a message, and she goes, "You're incognito." I said, "What the fuck is incognito?" I thought like I had no clothes on or something like that. I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" She's like, "You're on the phone. You can't get a message. It goes off like anonymous or something like that."
Okay.
So I didn't know that. So
Except
explain.
if the government wants your messages, then they're
Let's
not so
see,
anonymous
yeah,
anymore.
which is true. But
So no AI, nothing like that.
No.
What kind of phone did you have before the iPhone?
Android, just
Okay.
I used to like flip phones. Flip phones. I used to
Yeah.
actually like them because they were simple, but you couldn't at the time. This is a long time ago. You
couldn't get them anymore.
You couldn't get them. A, B. The pictures sucked on it.
Yeah.
And you could, I mean, you could get Google, but it's like you're trying to look at the fucking. How are you gonna watch porno on a fucking flip phone? How are you gonna watch porno?
All the
on a
Jewish
flip phone?
dudes still have flip
Seriously.
phones. You walk around in the city, they're always on them.
Really?
Yeah, the Jewish guys.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're always flipping.
Probably cheap.
Because
That's why.
They can't hear, like they hear everything on here.
But
okay.
they also they're flipping out. That's why. So
Flipping out.
they like flip phones.
Yeah.
Jewish people.
They all speak Spanish now, which is crazy.
Hey, good job on the game, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Anytime.
We're very happy about this. Yeah. Can we get a clap from our Latin American audience?
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Bobby B in the house.
All right, listen. I'm not gonna lie. I studied for that last night.
Good.
I studied very hard.
Well, we did give
Ray
you.
gave me the answers.
Yeah, I'm handing
So-
out syllabuses. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's
Ray's a taskmaster.
Ray's okay.
Hey, man, we appreciate that. Came by, brought the glasses.
He did.
He's like, get me a coffee. I want to be on Caffeine Overdose the right way.
Yes.
A proper
Yes.
Yeah.
episode.
This is a good one.
I liked it. I enjoy. I would love to come back for more in the future.
Yeah.
You
Of
ever
course.
see the show Gravesend?
I've heard of it. Never seen
A
it.
mobster show. I watched
Oh,
that.
okay. Is it? Yeah. Anybody famous in it or B actors?
It's like a lot of guys who were in The Sopranos, but not the stars.
Oh, okay. So
If that, you know what I mean? Like guys who were in a few episodes, like reoccurring roles.
so guys that were like in like
Yeah.
like extras almost.
Yeah, like well, Shaq's in the new season now.
What?
And Chuck Zito, the great Chuck Zito.
Chuck Zito, yeah.
You know Chuck Zito?
He
You know
came
who
to
is?
Paisan Con. I took a picture with him.
I love Chuck Zito. He's one of my favorites.
Well, he did a lot of time too. He went away a lot.
Chuck Zito's
Yeah.
what was former president of the Hells Angels in New York. Chuck Zito.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you remember the Hells Angels starting in New York City?
Yes,
Like, do you remember though? They're like they in the 70s or in the 80s they had bike clubs in the city, right?
And you know where it was? I used to go to LaSalle Academy High School, which was on 2nd Avenue and 2nd Street. And you know where the Hells Angels Club was? 2nd Avenue and 3rd Street. Right
And
around the corner
Didn't
from
Chuck
us.
used to Golden Glove box or something too, right? Or he boxed or amateur
big,
box?
He's a big guy. He's a
Yeah.
big friggin' guy, man. He's built and everything. And I don't know if he was a boxer. He might have been novice. I don't know. I don't think he went pro. But he did a lot of boxing outside the ring for people that
yeah.
were late on payments, I think. You know. So
I remember the great story of him beating up Jean-Claude Van Damme at Scores.
Did, oh,
back
yeah,
in the
maybe.
day, yeah.
Okay.
He beat up Jean-Claude Van Damme in the VIP room at
Whoa.
Scores.
Isn't
Well,
that a
because-
strip club?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, apparently Van Damme was like angry that Chuck Zito was getting like this attention and was like, I could take you in a fight. And,
In a fight.
took like a cheap shot at like Chuck. Chuck like knocked him out like in the middle of the strip club.
That's got to be good if you beat up one of those like fake Hollywood
Yeah, dude.
kung fu boys. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'd love to kick Bruce Lee's ass.
Well,
I'm
what's
not
his
gonna-
name? What's Chuck Norris?
Chuck
Same
Norris.
thing. Chuck Norris takes it in the ass, I think.
Yeah,
I honestly
for sure,
think so.
for sure.
I'm sorry, but you know what? You got to call a spade a spade.
What was
Oh, that's another word for a black person, spade. Anyway, and I'm sorry. we got off topic a little bit.
No,
but
that's good.
that's all right.
Somebody's taking a list of these to use somewhere. Somewhere.
Traffic somewhere.
What's the
writing them
best
down.
slur of the 80s, guys? Put it in the comments. Well, that's good. Yeah, man. Oh shit. Well, so you got a like one of your favorite like bombs, like your biggest bomb doing comedy. Like, oh, something turned, you lost the room, you went
Oh, I
crazy. Anything
blanked.
good like that?
I completely blanked. I did like second or third show in Tommy's.
Yeah.
And the place was packed, and my wife was at the table with her sister and a couple of friends, and I was just about I was doing the act, and then all of a sudden it just went blank, and I didn't say nothing, and I was actually like this on stage. And I looked over to my wife, and she's like,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Come
and I'm
on,
like,
dumbass.
and I went like this. I went,
Ain't got nothing.
No, it's
Full Mitch
bad when you
McConnell.
can't
and
remember.
yeah, and it's true. And then I apologized to the crowd. I says, I apologize. I said, this doesn't happen. And if anybody's got something to say, let's go outside. And nobody had. They went, hey! And that was it.
So you
It
got
is
off
like-
stage after.
No, I finished.
Okay.
I kind of woke up, and I don't know why I had like this like lackadaisical. Is that the word or something like that?
Yeah.
Why I went blank and
It's a wild
it
feeling.
happens. It happens. It does
Weird
happen.
feeling.
Yeah, plus like 20 seconds could feel like 2 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, dude.
real
It feels
quick.
so long, bro. It
Well,
feels
here,
so long.
I used to box 3
Yeah.
minute rounds. 3 minutes doesn't feel like 3 minutes. 3 minute rounds.
Sounds like
Breathing
eternity.
through your nose because you can't breathe through your mouth because of the
mouthpiece.
mouth guard. It's like 20 minutes at least.
Damn.
And if you're not in good shape, it's
it's
longer
horrible.
than that. It's actually longer than that.
Like I'm trying to think about like how long could I? Oh, what a nightmare! I'm
Yeah.
Gotta
tired
always
already.
keep your arms up.
gotta
If you
keep
put your arms down,
you're
you
done.
get clocked.
Yeah.
And and I got disqualified one fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened was one fight, and we didn't find this out until after this happened. And you talk about karma. I went and fought this kid, right? Jewish guy. His last name was Katz. I remember. I forgot his first name. The fight's on YouTube, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah?
It's on YouTube. I had a car accident like years ago, and my ribs, like three of my ribs or something like three of my ribs were broken. So when that happens, like you never come back 100%.
Right.
And this kid must have seen, or his manager must have seen that I was trying to like guard it so much, and he came out and he just
He went right
went
for
to
it.
work
Damn.
on me. And what happened was where he won that fight on points. And what happened was this: I couldn't take my shorts off. I couldn't breathe. And he's talking to me and he goes, "Listen, bro, good fight and everything." And I'm like, "No," I says, that was wrong what you did. I says, this is just a fucking novice fight. It's a charity. We used to fight for charity. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I says, you don't have to go all off on that. And he's like, well, this and that. Later on, what happened was a year or 2 years later, I was fighting somebody. A guy got hurt, pulled out. Coincidentally, this guy came back in. This guy, Katz.
Yeah.
You talk about God works in mysterious ways.
Get back.
First round, I went after him. I cracked him. I had him against the ropes. I grabbed him like this in a headlock, and and his head's like this. And I grabbed him such like a bad. His neck was like this. He was turning blue. He was turning blue. After the fight, I got disqualified. This old ref come up to me and he's like, "Wow, no, disqualified." I'm like, "For what?" He goes, "Nobody fights like that in my ring." I'm like, "Fuck you," right? So I got disqualified. We're in the locker room. We're changing. He's still blue. And he's like,
Blue
I said,
Jew.
"You look like a Smurf. What happened?" He goes, "Well, that was wrong." I says, "Yeah, doesn't it suck?" I says,
circle.
"Paybacks are a
man.
bitch."
Yes.
And that was it.
Good. Get some
So,
get back.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's it.
Spin the block.
That's
block.
it.
Spin the
That's
block.
all.
Spin the block.
He should have left the door open for his Messiah to come save him.
I got to run to the bathroom
He
really quick.
slid for
Y'all can
Vaughn.
keep talking.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, that's that happened
Raymundo
once,
has to-
and yeah.
Now you're boxing. Mm-hmm. How many hours a day would you train for these? Like, what do you like? What's the process to train for an amateur
Well,
fight?
first of all, I used to travel from Jersey through Manhattan to Brooklyn, which is like honestly, like doing that in the morning is like 2 hours to get there. But I trained for free. I didn't pay for it because I was fighting for Gleason's. And the funny part was, he says, "I'm going to give you," and this guy passed away. He was a great trainer, this guy. And if I could remember his name, I can't, honestly. This guy trained what's his name? Boom Boom Mancini, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. He trained a lot of. Oh my God, I'm trying to think. He was Dominican, I think, or something. A lot of Dominican fighters.
Right?
No,
like
nobody
Paulie,
like that. But the funny thing is, he couldn't speak English. And what happened was, when I first started boxing, I didn't know a lot of the lingo, so I come late, and he's already training somebody in the ring. So his name was Hector Roca. Hector Roca, R-O-C-A. Look him up. And the number 3 trainer in the world was training me, right? And this is what he did one time. He said, I said, hey, Hector, how you doing? So he goes, you late? I says, I know. He goes, go fight the guy over there. I went, what? He goes, the guy over there, go fight him. I went, who? Nobody was there. He said, the guy over there. This went on for 20 minutes. I said, what is this, Abbott and Costello? Who are you talking about? The guy over there. Another guy heard him. He goes, he's telling you to go shadow box. I'm like, oh, so fight myself in the mirror. And he didn't say that. I says, he's telling me to go fight that guy. He goes, well, that's what he called shadow boxing. So I said, okay, but being that you're number 3 trainer in the world, I'll let you slide.
Yeah.
But I got the shit kicked out of me when I was trained. I mean, they used to hit you with their whole thing. You know, things they look like noodles in a pool. They have them on paddles.
Yep.
And they come at you, and they because you got to block and you got to punch and this and that and everything. And it's a 3-minute round. And I mean, I went home with welts on my back and this and that. And they train you good. I mean, you've seen videos of me hitting the speed bag and stuff like that. And I mean that. But honestly, it was great. I only boxed from 2017 to 19, so it was only 2 years. But once I had the heart surgery, because I had open heart surgery in 2020, I had 5 blocked arteries.
Ooh, damn, dude.
And what happens is you're supposed to go. You need a license. You need a boxing license to fight, even if it's novice. And what happened was I was going to my regular, practitioner for the physical. And I called him up. I said, could I come? Because he's got to sign something. I said, could I come and pick up the application? He says, you got to come in. I got to talk to you. I said, why? He said, come in with your wife and everything. And he says, everything was great except one thing. And I go, what? And he said, your calcium count. It was through the roof. And I'm like, what's calcium count? He says, it's platelets that block your arteries. So I'm like, all right, Now, not knowing that it was in the genes, my father had a double bypass. My brother had a double bypass, right? And I wasn't smoked. I never smoked at the time. And don't drink. And just training. And I'm like, how could I have... and so anyway, I had to go get a cardiologist. Did the whole thing. The cardiologist brings me into his office. He said, you see that purple shade? It was a 3D of my heart turning around. He says, those are your blockages. So he goes, but I don't know how many you got. You have to go get an angioplasty or something like that. When they shoot the dye up your arm right here and it comes up and then it spreads. So long story short, the doctor goes, okay, Mr. Bullaro, you can get off the table. You're good to go. I jumped off the table and I said, wow, I dodged the bullet. I'm in the elevator and I'm like, wow. And I go home. My wife's like 3 shades of gray and hysterically crying. I said, what happened? She goes, you got to go get heart surgery. You got to go. I said, yeah, I know. She says, you got to go get heart surgery and we got to do it quick. You got to get a surgeon. And I'm like, why? They said, I didn't feel chest pains. I wasn't out of breath. I was fine. It's called a silent killer. I could have died sleeping.
Damn, dude.
And that's how bad it was. They were wondering how blood was going to my brain because everything is blocked. I don't have a brain anyway. But anyway.
I was going to say, were you feeling any symptoms? Like, is there anything to look out for? You're just completely fine.
They call it the silent killer. And I was telling them that. I says, I feel fine and everything, but... it was a 7.5-hour surgery right down the middle here.
God damn, dude.
Pulled back. I was clinically dead for 7.5 hours. The machines were keeping me alive. Wow. I didn't see anything. Like, I didn't see the light. I didn't see nothing like that. And, people say that and everything, but no.
So boxing basically saved your life.
Yeah,
Technically.
it basically did,
Yeah.
and because that would have been the biggest kick in the ass. I mean, killer was the fucking the heart attack or something, but I never had anything like that. And the funny part was day one after I got surgery, right? I didn't know, and I was in ICU, and my wife comes in, and she's like, "How do you feel?" I went, "I feel great." I said, "What, are you kidding me?" I says, "What are you hungry? Get us something, this and that." And the nurse goes like this to my wife. Wait till tomorrow morning he wakes up. They had me on Demerol, on like everything under the sun. I was floating. I was like, forget it. My feet didn't touch the ground that whole day. And the next day, boom. It was like a train just hit me right in the chest.
Wow.
And and they give you this big red pillow to hold, because if you got to sneeze or cough,
That's right.
and if you got to sneeze, you got to squeeze onto that thing. And I have titanium stitches in my chest.
Shit.
Why, it'll open up or something?
They
If you just
have it wrapped around the what do they call it, the bone, the sternum, and they have it wrapped around, which is holding it and everything like that.
Italian
And I
Wolverine.
asked, can I go to an airport? I mean, can I go through? Will it go off? And they said no, it's not that type of. What do you call it? Titanium.
Metal.
So I was like, all right. So, but I'm almost 6 years out now, but I feel okay.
Yeah, man. Give it up for Bobby.
Thank
Thank
God.
God. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Not my time. And like, what I say? I was a longshoreman for 39 years.
Oh,
and I
shit.
retired. Yeah, 39 years again.
Good gig.
Yeah.
good gig.
But the thing is, it's funny? Before I started comedy, I told my wife this. I just stood there one day and she says, "Are you all right?" And I says, "I never did nothing." She goes, "What do you mean?" I says, "I never did. If I die tomorrow and I go up there and they say, 'What did you do?' I was a longshoreman. I can't say that.
I feel you on that.
What's a longshore? I said, that's not a title.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I said, how I got into comedy was unbelievable, but it wasn't on my calendar. Like I said, it was the man upstairs that did it. And that's the only reason how I got into comedy. And
So you didn't do any comedy until you retired?
never did. And no, I actually, you want to know how I got into comedy? I'll tell you. Is that okay?
I am curious.
or-
No, we're actually,
Tell
please,
me.
We're
We're getting
Okay.
into the fourth quarter. We got to hear the goods.
Here we go. Like comedy, my favorite comic is Don Rickles. First of all,
Classic.
not even Andrew Dice Clay.
Classic,
Don Rickles,
classic.
I love anything he ever
Don
did.
Rickles is awesome.
He was
hilarious.
he was exactly, he was awesome and everything. But always been in grammar school, Catholic grammar school, nuns. He's your son is the class clown. He's the one that needs the attention all the time. He's got blah 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 blah. He's always talking and everything and whatever. People used to tell me every now and then, you know what, you should become a comedian. I said, nah. I said, I don't have the balls to get on the stage. I don't have the balls to get on the stage. One day, my wife was working in the city, and they put us up in a hotel. So she went to work. I was retired. I'm walking through the village. There's this place called the Chrisley Pear. I'm sure you know of it. One in Midtown, one on McDougal Street. So this guy's writing open mic on a chalkboard. And true story. And I went up to him and I said, what is that? And he says, well, they're having comedy tonight. And I said, what do you got to do? And he says, well, it's $5. You pay $5. You go up there 5 minutes. And when there's a minute left, I light you. So I light me. What are you going to do? Like burn me or something like that? I didn't know. Again, I don't know comedy. What the fuck are you saying? Light me. So he's like, I flash a light. Okay. So there's 10 comics going up ahead. The place was packed. And I'm like, I'm standing there and I start getting my palms are sweating. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, why the fuck did I even do this? I put my
Been
name.
there
So
before.
I got up. I walked to the door. Something made me turn around. I turned around, came back in. And that went on twice. I did that. And I said to myself, you know what? If you walk out this door, you're going to say you could have, would have, should have. Why didn't you?
Yep.
But if I go on and if I bomb, I know that this is not for me.
Right.
I went up there, and now I'm saying, what the fuck can I do? What can I don't have jokes. I don't have nothing. I said, wait a minute. I got a sick, crazy Italian family. I said, with funny things. They do funny things. I went up there, told them like a story about my family and everything, a true story. And they thought it was an act, and they were hysterically laughing.
Yeah.
So I didn't think much of it. I didn't, they were clapping and everything. I didn't thank you or not. I just got off the stage, got my bag, put it on, and I'm walking out. And the owner goes, "Hey, Bobby," and he goes, I go, "What?" And like with an attitude, like I go, "What?" And he's like, "Do you have an email I can, have or anything?" And I go, "For what?" He goes, "Did you hear them inside?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you got good stuff." I went, "Oh, all right." So he's like, "Do you have a phone number?" I said, "No, I don't give my phone number out to nobody." He goes, "How long have you been doing this?" I went, 5 minutes. He goes, "What?" He goes, I said, "That's the first time I ever got on stage." He goes, "You're pulling my chain." I said, "No, I'm not." He goes, you honestly, he goes, "You walked that stage like you owned it.
Hell yeah.
You didn't stutter. You didn't look away from the crowd, because people will do that. They'll look up as they're saying the jokes." He goes, "You looked right at them. Like, in other words, like you stopped to make them laugh. Like, in other words, you didn't go, like, once they were laughing, you didn't keep going.
Yeah.
You're supposed to stop and have them laugh,
Hitting
right?
the beats, man.
Right, and everything, and that was it. He says, "Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it."
Do that.
So I started finding open mics. I went to Soho Playhouse, and I did a couple of things while we were there. So the first open mic I did when I came here was Tommy's. And that's when I met Chip and this and that. And I went home, and my wife, that's when I had the papers. I was reading off the paper and everything, because I didn't memorize anything then. And one thing led to another, and Chip asked me if I wanted to do a show. Like, I was only in a month or two.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, "All right, yeah." And he goes, "It's $25 and you go up there for like 8 minutes or whatever." I says, "Okay." That was my first show that I did that the Jewish guy left. So now I'll always remember that.
Full circle.
I'll always remember that. But that's
good
how I
shit.
got into comedy.
So pretty smooth way to just get right into
and
it.
like I says, I mean, I enjoy a lot. The only thing is that I stopped writing for a long time now. Like, I used to write every night,
Right.
and I had like notebooks, and I had like this and that, and papers all over the place. But I got lazy, and I just I stopped writing. And people say, my wife said, "Just keep doing the Italian thing, but just add to it, and it's not." And I just try to do,
so now
what's
you're just
best.
talking from experience.
I talk from experience. They're mostly stories and not jokes.
Okay, that's fine.
I
Got
like a
it.
story.
Beautiful. You got any shows coming up? Anything you want to plug? Any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here?
I have a show coming this December 13th. It's in the Village. It's a place that was called Down the Hatch. I forgot the name of it, but the flyer will be out soon. And of course, we can't forget Rock Bar, December 14th, which is a Sunday night. I'm going to see most of my friends there. They're going to be so sweet.
Yeah.
And we're going to have such a good time painting each other's nails. And we're just going to have oh, Jesus Christ, I don't even know. I'm like flabbergasted. But we're going to have a good time. And it's supposed to be a good show. So anyway.
Hell yeah, man.
That's it.
This has been Caffeine Overdose
Get
number
yourself
40.
a Nothing is Sacred comedy hat.
Yes.
We've got them in the cow variety. We have camo. We have black and red. We've now got bucket hats. We have beanies for the winter. And coming soon, Nothing is Sacred branded sunglasses, so you could be a part of the podcast at home. When you're watching the podcast at home, you buy your Nothing is Sacred sunglasses. You put the sunglasses on when you watch the show at home, and you could be part of the crew.
Yep, it's like you're here.
Just with one of us. You could be one of our Latin American correspondents at home with the sunglasses on and the hat.
You could be Latin at home.
Yes, be Latin at home with these accessories that I'm selling you.
Yeah, guys, make sure you follow Bobby and the gang.
And soon
Thank you
we'll be
too.
selling long press-on Coke nails as well for everybody.
And make sure you check out Kevin Donnelly and Tanye Tears. Kevin is going to be on a show with us December 5th with Raf Hernandez. And then December 13th
is
the
big-
Dirtbag Christmas in Patterson at Prototype. Don't miss out. Go to the description. Get some Caffeine Overdose merch. Get some Nothing is Sacred. There's a button down there too. It's like donate or earn, something like that.
Hit that
Send some
one.
money if you
Please
like
do.
the show.
I
okay?
haven't worked in a month. I'm injured. Somebody tried to murder me in Texas.
he needs the money.
I need the money.
Bobby, thank you so much, man.
My pleasure, Ray.
We
My
appreciate you,
pleasure,
buddy.
Brett.
Little boy Blue, he needed the money.
I just want to say one thing. I had such a great time. I love these guys and everything. And honestly, it was more than a pleasure to do so. I'm sorry I was late.
No,
Again, I apologize for that. I'm always prompt and I'm always on time and everything.
Fashionably
But keep watching them. I watch them all the time and they make me laugh. Take care.